Jesus and started to look out onto Earth. I wanted him to come with me. I thought he wouldn't come with me if I asked. The thought of him saying no was overwhelming to me. I thought I wasn't good enough and thought he was too beautiful to want to come back with someone like me. I said, if I go back, I don't want to stay long. He said, okay. I prepared myself to ask if he would please come with me. I thought there is no way he is going to come with me, but I loved him so much already. I never wanted him to leave me, ever. I turned back and looked at him. He was still smiling at me the same as he had the whole time. His expression never changed, and he never took his eyes off me during the whole experience I had. From the time I first saw him to when I didn't see him anymore, he didn't take his eyes off me. I thought if he came back with me, no one would hurt me. Then I can prove myself to my stepmother I didn't do all the things of which she accused me. He believes me and could stick up for me. And he is the most beautiful man I have ever seen or will see again. I got brave and asked if he would please come with me. He answered right away and said,
I need
sure,
gas,
I'll go.
it gets away.
I ran to him and he to me, and I said, you will. He was still smiling at me and wide-eyed with those magnificent deep blue eyes. He held me close again with my hands in his and close to his chest. I was so happy I can't express it at all in words. We got lost in one another's gaze again,
Look at that,
both
that my
just
bus.
bursting with love.
Yeah,
I was over the
That
moon
my
and overflowing
bus.
with joy, love,
yeah, I
excitement,
drove in
and a
it.
feeling of being
I'm
in love.
driving in it.
I still am every time I think about it. Then this man came
Pretty
into the
cool,
room
huh?
from a door behind where we were standing. He was also very beautiful with the same expression on his face as Jesus. He seemed to be so happy to see me and handed Jesus a scroll. There was a little podium next to Jesus and he signed something.
No speed limit.
I looked at the man behind Jesus
Where does speed
and he was
limit
just
go?
smiling at
No
me so
speed
big and
limit.
loving. The man
Just
didn't stay
our
long
interstate
and left out
road.
of the same door he had entered.
Just the trees
Jesus
are
wanted
green.
me to go
And
with
no
him somewhere,
nothing in it.
and he wanted to show me a few things.
Oh my god.
I walked with him for what seemed like a very long while. The landscaping was so perfect and everything was in bloom. It was such a magical place beyond words. I remember walking on this path/street with Jesus, and we came to a house, or part of one anyway. I could see the side of the house had a body of water. Jesus said it was a reflection pond. I was eager to check it out, and went ahead of Jesus to get a better look. I turned around to see where Jesus was, and he was just watching me in all my excitement, eyes wide and full of love for me, still smiling as big as can be. I waited for him to come closer to me, and he told me, this is your house. I said, really, this is my house. It was perfect, and I loved it without even seeing it. We went into the house, and I wanted to go right out to the reflection pond. I was thinking if I really wanted to go back or not. I loved it where I was and was thinking of not going back. Jesus just watched me, his expression never changing from those wide eyes and contagious smile. We sat at the pond for a while and gazed at one another with love and affection. I just couldn't believe the house was mine. It was perfect. Jesus had something else to show me before we left to come back to Earth. We left and walked for a little while hand in hand. I am not sure where we went because I was just staring at Jesus the whole time. I remember Jesus being excited to show me something. I was eager to see what it was. I mean, he just gave me a house. No one ever gave me anything except my grandma. Jesus opened a door. When I walked in, there was a great multitude of people whose number I couldn't count.
Ooh, that
They were all
tree's so
smiling at me
cool.
like Jesus and the
That
man in the
tree's
office
cool.
with the scroll.
It tree's
He said,
so cool.
all these people love you. I said, they do. Everyone was glowing with the colors of heaven. They were full of love and light and super excited to see me. They all told me telepathically they loved me and were proud of me. I wanted to stay and visit with all of them.
You see?
I loved every single one, even though I didn't know a number of how many. I said to Jesus, I wish I hadn't spent
This
so much
Canada
time
right
in the tree.
there, yes.
I could maybe have visited
Yeah,
with them.
yeah.
I felt bad for not talking to those two women. knowing now how they all felt about me.
Ontario, watch there.
Jesus
I'm
started
going through
laughing at
there.
me about the tree
I'm not
climb.
going
Everyone
through
thought
that
it was
border.
funny and laughed. It was so magical, and I will never
Yeah.
forget it. We
Yeah,
had to
that
leave and go back to
the
Earth.
coast
We
keep
all said our
crashing.
goodbyes.
Yeah,
Jesus
it keep
and I left all the people.
mini map.
Jesus
can't
had to
see
do
good.
something before we set off together to come back. He said it might be a little strange or weird. I said, okay. The only way to describe this is like he got into me.
See what
I
at the
could see
minute.
and feel him in me. It was as if I could see
Oh my
through
god,
his
I
eyes
crash!
and
I crash!
After that,
I can't see
we
good.
left home behind and set off back to Earth.
Yes.
I remember it was so fast, and yet I knew we traveled a great distance. I saw a flash of light from behind me and whoosh. We were back in space.
Ouch.
I felt like I was ever expanding and knew where everything was, how far the planets were from me. There seemed to be no boundary that I could sense or feel.
Gotta
I was
pause
stopped
it.
in
At
space
least
above Earth.
see this.
I wanted to get one last look around before I had to come back to this dirty world and this fleshly.
Yeah. Just a minute,
I was
okay?
being held in someone's arms. From the moment I put my hand in the light, I was hugged and held. I was facing forward, sitting almost Indian style with my hands folded in my lap. I realized I wasn't breathing, but I was still alive. Jesus told me that the body needed to breathe, not you. Then I noticed a breeze going right through me. It was so pleasant I wanted to remember it always. I live in Florida.
I see
so it's
you
always
later.
too hot for me.